Okay, so I've been creating a logo myself for my YouTube channel. And so what I've got so far is instead of getting all sorts of fancy images involved, I decided to actually use a Bitmoji of myself and the title Mr. C's ICT. This is a logo that I wanted to go through. Now, obviously, you guys have created other logos as well. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing around with some of the fonts, some of the colors, and the positioning of the text in order to get it to fit in well. So, the first thing I want to do is I want to think about exactly what font I want to use. Um, and obviously, what you can do is first you want to think about exactly what how you're trying to come across. In my sense, am I trying to come across really formal? No, I'm trying to be a little bit fun. So, I mean, I could play around with Mr. C's ICT. That doesn't look like exactly what I want. Bangers looks like a good one, but obviously, you guys can move around, test it out, and see exactly what you want to use. So it's basically around sort of trial and error. Whoops, I've done that one a few too many times. Permanent marker. But yeah, it's about whichever one you feel works best. For me, I do like this one, Luckiest Guy. Now I'm going to think about exactly where I'm going to position the logo. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit. So I'm going to use this magnifying glass. It's currently on 523%. So let's zoom out to about 200%. And let's play around with the positioning a little bit. So what I might do is I might change the size of this uh, so that it fits in with the hands really nicely. Mr. C's ICT. Okay, I've also got that, as you can see, it's center aligned. Mr. C's ICT, so that works quite well. And now what I want to do is I want to look at the color that I'm going to use. So I may play around with different colors. Now, obviously, I want it to, again, not be too formal. So black may not be the best color to use. However, black fits in with the rest of the color scheme with the clothing. I may want to use a bit of gray to come in the middle of the black and white. Maybe brown to match the color of my hair. Maybe possibly a darker brown. If obviously Google hasn't really given me the options to use a darker brown there, so I'm going to head down to custom, and with this I can sort of just get a darker brown there, which matches my hair a little bit more. If there's a particular color you wanted to use, you may want to use their hex code. Again, that may not be dark enough, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the hex code for YouTube because it's my YouTube channel. So I'm going to again come to custom, and YouTube's red that they use is actually FF0000. So if you remember the lesson I taught you guys a few days ago, that means as red as we can get, and 0 of the green and 0 of the blue, which refers to that color, which is YouTube's red color as well. Okay, so I'm going to play around with that a little bit, see exactly what I want. So remember, I'm playing around with my font, playing around with my color scheme, playing around with my positioning. Remember, I can also copy and paste that. So if I want YouTube's second color, I can add a little shadow there and use a bit of white. I may want to instead change the layering on that. Now, that might be a bit difficult to see. So let's zoom in a little bit more. Again, still difficult to see because we're looking at on a transparent background. So what I might just do, I'll add a quick shape. And this is only for testing purposes, which I've moved to the back, which seems fairly decent. But obviously, like I said, we can play around with it as you wish and see how you get on. I will be online should anyone need me.